So we live in the world where comparison is everywhere. And if we're being honest with ourselves, it's very easy for us to think that we are not enough. I mean, not spiritually enough, not successful enough, not beautiful enough. And if we are not so careful, that little voice can end up sounding like it is the truth. But here's what I have learned. I have learned that insecurity isn't just a feeling, but it is a lie that challenges our identity. And this is because God doesn't start with what we lack, but He starts with who we are. When you read the Word of God in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5, it says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." Now, I want us to take a moment and think about this. Before social media, before people's opinions, before your mistakes, before you tried to prove yourself, you were already known. You were already chosen. You were set apart. And that is why your worth is not measured by what you do, but it is measured by whose you are. I sometimes feel like we shrink ourselves to try and fit to the standards that God never gave to us. We carry expectations that God never placed on us. And then we wonder why we feel exhausted or why we feel unseen. So if you are listening to this and you are still questioning your worth, let me remind you of something. Stop shrinking yourself. Stop, measuring your worth by comparison. Stop accepting labels that God never gave to you. Walk boldly in who God has created you to be, because heaven recognizes you, even though people don't. And that identity, it was already settled way before the world's opinions.